effects that you can anticipate.
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, DA. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Looney with it. Wembanyama on him. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wiggins. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
High, arcing shot, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Look, if there's one thing that we've learned about Vassell since he came into the league, is that he is a tough competitor. He will battle each and every night.
And the first one drops on the Spurs with some changes. Charles Massey, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Sohan. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Chris Paul. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
It's his work ethic that Devin Vassell has earned the trust of his teammates, and it shows on the court. He's become a more aggressive and confident player.
It's stolen. 4-on-3 break. Pass to Barnes. Just 3 on the clock, and Fox gets it to go. Fox has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
We've got Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Johnson, and it's Bassey in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's who San Antonio starts the second one. Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason. But I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Count it.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league, he is so much more physical.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Warriors trail by 14. Pass to post. Payton in the corner. Wiggins outside. It's Curry outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game. In the league, continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. Payton kicks to Wiggins. This one for three. Johnson with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 13 to the wing on the left. Fox from outside. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
He's having one of those nights. Fox just filling it up.
Now Curry. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Fox against Wiggins. On the wing, Payton. Clock at 6. Back to Wiggins. All the way to CBA, introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes, and less of a chance of super teams, just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron, and that certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum, and we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you poured through before every calendar year.
It's just fascinating. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Harrison Barnes, and it's Vassell in for Fox. Kuminga's come in for the Warriors. Butler comes in for Stephen Curry. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yet no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Warriors trail by 20. Down low. Knocked loose. Some nice passing by Golden State here. There's the pick. On the wing, Wiggins, defended by Paul. And that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Wembanyama, a screen. And it's Sochan missing. Sochan's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Again, Wiggins missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw missing.
Jonathan Kuminga, 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Ball looking over the floor. Wembanyama. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Spurs out in front as they wrap up the second quarter with a huge surge. And
these young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the San Antonio Spurs.
Hey, these...
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Hart.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first. Checked in for Vassell. And the Warriors also making a change. Wiggins is checked in. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Stephen Curry. Jimmy Butler is out there with Kevon Looney. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Podziemski in at the 3 slot. Curry passes to Wiggins. Looking to end his cold spell. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Yes, that goes in. Zohan's got 7 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Butler is screen on Fox. Here's Wiggins. Good work defensively by Fox.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step-back 3, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. From outside the arc, and Curry the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just another day at the office for Mr. Curry.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. For 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Castle comes in for Fox. Here's Castle. He has yet to score. Pass to Wembanyama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Chris Paul. And the Warriors also making a change. Rose is checked in. Wiggins surveying the floor. No good on the 3.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson the pass to McLaughlin. Wembanyama with it. 13 points in the game. 5 to shoot.
Warriors foul. Post. Second.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots in the game right here. He misses the free throw. Spurs making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. Butler from outside. That shot off. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Johnson is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Castle. And it's Bassey in at center. Just 2 to shoot. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Payton finds Curry. Fox against Wiggins. Payton inside. Outside Curry. Pass to Hield. Puts up a deep three. Three-pointer, Payton. Bassey pulls it in. Spurs leading by 23. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Boy, Johnson, let's just say he's a great athlete, wouldn't you agree?
Timeout called the Warriors. San Antonio making a switch here. Wesley's checked in. Podziemski, he's checked in for Golden State. Wiggins outside. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household name. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time?
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Pass to Wiggins. The three. The rebound by Johnson.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Now Wesley, covered by Wiggins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States.
So it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony.
Couldn't back up all that talk, could you?
Yeah, you got me this time, Vic, but you know I'm never stopping.
Huh. You better keep working then.
The best teams lose at least 10 games a year.